I honestly thought that would be funnier than it was, but that was pretty hard to breathe in that. I hope that made someone laugh. If it did, then mission accomplished. Whatever, we are here to talk about Watch Dogs Legion. It arrives in one day. I'm literally going to pick it up tomorrow. I cannot wait, but I have to get something off my chest before we play it, obviously. So, as you can tell by the video, I, among many others, obviously know the troubled past of the franchise of Watch Dogs. Of course, Watch Dogs 1, the original E3 trailer, everybody knows about that. Let's be real. Everybody knows about Watch Dogs 1 and how that disappointed a lot of people graphically wise. Game wise, I think it was great. Watch Dogs 1 is one of my favorite games ever, but graphic wise it disappointed a lot of people, including myself. Now Watch Dogs 2, on the other hand, is even worse, in my opinion. I mean, the graphics are great, don't get me wrong, but in terms of the story, it ended up really lackluster. And you can ask my friend TJ. I have been saying for the last few months, for the last year since Watch Dogs Legion was announced, really, that I think that game is going to be the last chance, really, for this franchise, at least for me. If Watch Dogs Legion disappoints me, I give up on the franchise. I'm not going to play a Watch Dogs game again. I don't care where it's set, you know? I have a bit more bias towards this game because it's set in my country, in London, which is amazing, but it better not disappoint. I mean, we already have some disappointing news, of course. Multiplayer isn't coming out until December, which I think is absolutely horrendous, especially judging from the fact of Watch Dogs' past with multiplayer. Watch Dogs 1 had an atrocious multiplayer, let's be real. They may as well have not put that in. And Watch Dogs 2, I mean, of course you could free roam with each other, but I think it's only like groups of 3, if I remember rightly, maybe 4, I don't know. Really wasn't enough in a server. People go in and out. I do like that, but you know, it becomes pretty old really quick, especially when one minute you're hanging out with somebody and the next they're disappearing because they've left your server. I think that is just really odd, and it really is disappointing. The multiplayer for Watch Dogs 2 is quite honestly probably the worst part of it for me, other than the story, which is just really cringy. The only thing I really like out of Watch Dogs 2 is Marcus half the time and Wrench all the time. I love Wrench, he's great, and Josh, because he's autistic, and I feel like Ubisoft gotta give them some credit for making a character with a mental illness and make him a main character. Like, that is insane, and hopefully they have something like that in Legion, because it really proves the diversity that Watch Dogs has, and that is a big W in my opinion. But that's pretty much all the things good I can really say about Watch Dogs 2. Like, this game is not a game that I really like all that much, honestly. I played it for a bit for the last week, but that's really it, really. Watch Dogs 1 I've still played more in the last week than I have with Watch Dogs 2. I mean, Watch Dogs 2 has some amazing cars. There's a car that looks like the Cayman GT4. That's obviously a W, but that's about it. Last week, of course, we played Watch Dogs 1. We visited it and actually played some of the mini games for the first time, and that is definitely a W. A lot of people definitely they skip the mini games to Watch Dogs, but you have to play alone. That game mode is absolutely incredible, and we're definitely going to come back to that at some point. And Spider Tank is returning in Legion, so they're definitely pulling bits and pieces out of Watch Dogs 1 for the next game, along with Aiden himself, the main character of the original game. He's going to be returning in Watch Dogs Bloodline in December, along with Wrench, which is great. But other than that, I don't really see anything else returning for Watch Dogs 2. Actually, I think Noodle and Invite, that's about it. I haven't really seen much of Watch Dogs 2. It looks as though they are innovating on the franchise, because I don't really see much of Watch Dogs 1 neither, apart from like the whole grittiness feel of it, and I hope they have the best of both worlds. I hope, you know, because if it's too much like Watch Dogs 1, then they're not innovating enough. And if it's too much like Watch Dogs 2, then I'm going to be disappointed, because I really do not like Watch Dogs 2. You know, ever since I beat the game, I really haven't played the game all that much. Well, I did for a while, because obviously free roam games, the sandboxes. That's why GTA is so popular, because so much is possible. And that's why Watch Dogs 2, I played a lot of that as well. But as soon as I got Watch Dogs 1, I pretty much forgot about Watch Dogs 2. I just really didn't like it. So the title of the video, of course, is why Watch Dogs Legion is the last chance for the franchise. Because if it fails, then, I mean, I've already said I will give up on the franchise, but I think a lot of other people will give up on it as well, because that would be 3 games in a row that have been a disappointment to the community, you know? I love Watch Dogs 1, but as much as I do love it, that whole graphics thing, it was just, no. You can't do that in a game. You cannot advertise something that looks so good, but looks like it's only just this generation. Like, Watch Dogs 1 looks pretty last gen. I've played last generation games that look nearly as good, or even better than Watch Dogs 1, and that is really saying something. But then again, Watch Dogs isn't the only game like that. Fallout 4 didn't look very good neither. Well, it did, but it was like last generation type graphics. But you can't give them the benefit of the doubt neither, because this is the 3rd game in the franchise now, you know? They have to nail it. If they do not nail it with Watch Dogs Legion, the franchise is done, in my opinion. They may as well just not make another one. They may as well just kill it. Just be done with it if Legion fails. Everybody's hyped about Legion. It's either Watch Dogs Legion or Cyberpunk. That's what people are hyped over. I'm not hyped over Cyberpunk, but then again, I haven't really been into it that much. I might get it in the future. We will see. But Watch Dogs Legion is my main focus right now. I'm more hyped for that than I am hyped for Need for Speed Hot Pursuit Remastered in November, which I'm also going to be playing for you guys. And that is saying something, because I'm a big Need for Speed fan, even bigger than I am a Watch Dogs fan. But I'm really excited about Legion, and I just hope it doesn't fail, you know, because if it does, then I've lost all hope in the franchise. That's it. I'll be done with Watch Dogs Legion. So this was a little short video. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Hopefully, if all things go well. My Wi-Fi hasn't been the best for the past week, but I'll reset it just before I stream. So hopefully we get the strongest Wi-Fi possible, and I can stream for you guys all night, like I usually do when new games come out and I get them. I am really looking forward to Watch Dogs Legion, and I'm really looking forward to seeing you guys there. So thank you all so much for watching and tuning into this really short video. If you liked it, hit that like button as high as possibly can. Let me know what you think about Watch Dogs, the franchise itself. Will you be getting Legion? If Legion fails, will you continue to buy Watch Dogs games? Will you continue to have hope in the Watch Dogs franchise? Me personally, no. If Legion fails, I'm done with it. I'll still play Watch Dogs 1, obviously, but if the franchise is a disappointment, I ain't gonna waste my money on it, you know? We'll see. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Everything comes down to tomorrow night and the next week as we play through the game, so I guess we will see what happens. Cheers for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Peace!